Hey, welcome to another blog video. My name is Michelle, and today we are working with gel medium. Now, I don't know if you've ever worked with it. I haven't worked with it a whole lot. We're also working with swirly pearlies. You can use some alcohol ink for this, or not alcohol ink, acrylic ink, sorry. So what got me started with this? If you've ever seen the work of Tanya Munt, she does beautiful work, and she doesn't use gel medium. She uses glue gun, and I'm not a huge fan of glue guns because I don't like the strings involved. But basically, she doesn't do it right on the canvas, and there's artists out there who are taking off and they're doing it right on the canvas with a glue gun. So apparently you can do that too. I drew out the hummingbird. Then I used the gloss gel medium, some Liquitex acrylic ink, gold, and I put it, mixed it up, put it in a bottle, and I traced around all the lines. Then I did the same thing for the beak, but I used black. I filled it in, and I had to do that a couple of times because there is shrinkage. This is acrylic based, so it does shrink. Then after that's all dry, you can come in with your Luxe water effects, or you can even make paint using the clear paint base and your swirly pearly powders and put that inside as well. I just used some Luxe powders and water effects. I used Peacock, Plumb, and I think Opal 2.0 and Snow Angel. There might be another one in here. I don't know. I don't remember. I still want to come in and do another clear coat in here of water effects, but you get that idea. Oh, and I painted this white underneath before I put this on because I didn't want this to show through. But you can also, which is pretty cool. Well, I'll show you that. You can do acrylic skins, but I want to show you this. These both, you want to read your bottles or the containers these come in because every brand is different. I mean, other than this is matte and this is gloss. That's kind of an obvious thing. But Master's Touch, it says it can be used to seal your artwork. So once it's your work is finished and dry, you can put this over and seal it. I have not tried that. I don't seal with matte. I either seal with water effects or I seal with varnish. This, however, says it cannot be used as a finish. So read whatever brand you're buying if you choose to experiment with this. They both say minimal shrinkage, both of them. And that's kind of a relative term, minimal. So I took Blue Sorbet Swirly Pearly powder and mixed it up with some gloss gel and some matte gel. And that's how I know the matte gel shrinks more. So the Master's Touch, it's not about it being matte or gloss. This brand shrinks more than Golden. They're all going to shrink. They're water-based. But look how cool this is. So we're gonna show some glow here. How cool would it be? I don't do dotting work, but for those of you who do, how cool that would be. Okay, I had to make an adjustment with my camera. So I want to show you how this glows. And maybe get you thinking about how you can use this in some of the work you do. If you do dotting work, this is something I thought would be really, really cool. Is to have glowing dots on your work. Is that not like the coolest thing? Think of an ornament. I've seen some beautiful, beautiful pieces of artwork done with dotting, and it's just, I mean, this whole like glowing dot thing has me thinking maybe I would try it. But I just put them in put them in a bottle. Now, this is something else you can do. Hopefully this isn't going to create too much glare with the light, but I took the bottle. Now this tip here is really small, so I took it off. This was in like one of the other takes I did. This is literally like take 5, so I just keep running into bloopers and issues, but you can just draw with it. Keep in mind you want to, oops, put that in, blooper, put it in upside down. You want to go thicker because it does shrink. You want to go thicker than you think you want. But I think you can do personalized ornaments. So how cool that would be. Very, very neat. I love that. So even on cards, you could do cards. Another thing you can do is acrylic skins. Now, I did try outlining something, you know, like this is a dragonfly. I just drew it on a piece of paper, stuck it in a sheet protector that I got from like, I get these from, it was either Dollar Tree or Dollar General, one of the two, but they were super cheap, a box of them for like $1 or whatever, $1 or $2. And they make great if you want to do intentional skins, like if you want to actually create acrylic skins, not just use the paint that falls off your canvas. Get these, put in, if you're drawing, draw whatever you want. Then I took the gel medium with the gold Liquitex acrylic ink, drew around it, let that dry completely, which takes several, depending on how thick your line is, it'll take several hours. You cannot lift, I mean, you can peel that off, but it won't hold. It's too thin. You need these filled in to be able to peel it off and have it stay. So I took Water Effects and mixed in some, I think Firefly or Opal 2.0, I don't remember. Filled these in, right? And then, that's upside down. And then let that dry at least, it'll be dry to the touch before then, but I suggest at least a day, if not a little longer, at least 24 hours. And then you can peel it up and you can place it on your artwork. So you can do it like on the canvas, directly on the canvas, or if you're doing this, if you're going to place it on something, this is going to go on a journal cover. And I didn't want to create it right on the journal cover because I wasn't exactly sure of the placement, how I wanted it. So I just did it on here, and then I'll use Water Effects to adhere it. I'll just put a light coat of Water Effects down, plop it down, and let it dry, and it'll be on there for life. So, so you can do skins. They're really, you're only limited to your, you know, your imagination, right? Now you can also use it like here, like I did here, where I just took a palette knife. I mixed up some of the gel mediums, both of them, the matte and the gloss, with blue sorbet. If you're going to use gel mediums with the swirly pearly powders or anything metallic or shimmery, color shifty, use the gloss. The matte completely masks the shimmer, and it also dulled the color shift. I can see it slightly, but it's definitely better using the gloss. I even came in, I took Water Effects and put it over it just to see what effect it would get other than making it glossy. It does enhance the color shift on the gloss gel, but it does not restore the shimmer or the color shift of the matte gel. So matte gel has its place. It's, you know, it was great for the beak on the hummingbird, but that was a solid black. This, if you're using anything shimmery, especially these the swirly pearly powders, I would use the gloss and not a matte. And this isn't about a brand here. This is just gloss versus matte. When it comes to shrinkage, like I showed you on this, that's a brand thing. And the Master's Touch shrinks more than Golden. If you have to thin it out, and you can thin it out a little bit if you want to, with some water, that's going to probably add to your shrinkage, right? So that's another thing to keep in mind. But I really hope you play with this and share whatever you do. And I hope that this this inspires you and to think outside the box, try something new, and just kind of expand. Right? We're always growing as individuals, but we're also growing as artists. So on that note, you have a wonderful evening or day, whatever time you're watching this. And if you have any ideas, if there's anything that you've been wondering about, if there's a Luxe product and you wonder, gee, can I do this with it or that with it? Or, you know, there's a product out there or even a technique out there and you're curious about, and you'd like to see it featured on a video, just let us know. I'm always willing to, if I haven't experimented with it, I will do that. And I will let you know. I'll let you know how it comes out. I'll let you know my thoughts on it and in a video. So on that note, until next time, take care and keep creating.